As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And 6. They'll run with Drake. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Locke working out of the gun. He dumps it off to Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Locke again. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Now Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke rolling to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Again, Jackson flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 18-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 74 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Locke going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Broncos 8. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff for Drake. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. On play action, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the give, this is Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their... He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Dobbins,
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 15 now.
makes the score Ravens 30, Broncos 15.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with Drake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Lock. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's locked. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First down. First and goal at the 3.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's locked. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts
Brings up
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 42. That is, let's go. Check, 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 check. 48, 48.
From the gun, it's locked. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.